What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pens and Tea. My name is Carrie, and today I'm a little bit nervous to make this video. Oh man. Today I got asked a question, and it's not just today actually. I get asked this question a fair amount. I talk a lot about journaling, and in my things I wish I had known before like getting into the hobby video. I said the phrase somewhat dramatically that journaling, saved my life. And I don't mean that as far as like, I was at risk of ending my life or anything like that. It was never that bad. But I, like many people, have the nasty habit of getting stuck in here. And letting your anxieties and your fears and, just the worst thoughts imaginable take over. And especially like if I'm alone for too long, I'm a very big people person. Doesn't mean I have to be around people all the time, but I like to have a lot of human interaction. And so on days when I don't, if there's too many days, I can get stuck here. So journaling is a great way for me to work out a lot of that stuff. Even when you're not doing anything, like you could be watching the dumbest thing on TV and just totally vegging out, your brain is still always working. It's always busy. It doesn't stop ever until you die. But while you're alive, it doesn't ever stop. And for me, that can be a big problem with focusing on things. It can be a big problem with sleeping. Oh my God, does it affect me with sleeping? Like, oh boy, there are days where I'm lucky to get like 3 or 4 hours of sleep because I can't turn my brain off. And journaling helps that a lot. It gives me the ability to take even the most mundane thoughts out of my head. It lets me just dump out all of the crud that you think about throughout the day so that it's gone. So that I can unwind, so that by the time I get into bed, I just sleep. Sleep is magical. It really is. And that's something when I was in my teens that I never really thought about. I never had a problem sleeping. I could literally sleep for like 20 hours a day and it was like no big deal. But as I'm getting older, which is kind of crazy to say, things in my life are starting to affect that. And getting involved in these negative thoughts and getting involved in just all of that crap sucks. So journaling is a really good way to deal with that. Some people go for a run. Some people, talk to a therapist. Some people go to like a pub and have a few drinks with some buddies and just spew it out that way. Everybody finds their own way. Everybody needs to find their own way. If you don't, then you'll have a problem. And you probably already know that. Journaling for me is that. Not every single day do I have to do it, but I do it a lot and mostly every day. Usually if I don't, it's because like I'm at the cottage and I'm just chilling and there's nothing going on, nothing for me to talk about. Sometimes my journaling sessions is half a page. Sometimes it's 8 pages. It just depends on how much I have to say. And sometimes it's not even about anything heavy. Sometimes it's just what I did that day. Sometimes it is stuff that makes me just want to break down, which is another problem that I have and that I don't break down. I'm not a crier. I'm not one to get those emotions out. So that's what I meant when I said, journaling saved my life. It was a little bit dramatic for me to have said that. So if I scared any of you, I'm sorry for that. But that's what I meant. It has been a lifesaver in the sense that it has changed my life. And I don't think that there will ever come a day where I won't journal anymore. I will probably have like 50, 60 of them by the time I hit 50 or 60. Hopefully I hit 50 or 60. But yeah, it's a great way for me to get all of that out. And it's a great way for me to also look back at the positive things. And that's really important too. And that's something that I've started doing in the last, journal or two, is not only focusing on the negative and working that out, which is important and I still do it, but I also now focus on some of the positives. So if I start to feel like my entry for that day is really negative, is really like hitting on that like life sucks moment, then I'll try and throw in at least one thing that I'm really grateful for. Whether that's just like a great tasting cup of coffee, or whether that was a conversation that I had with somebody in the day, or something that I'm looking forward to in the next, upcoming few days. Just something to throw in there, that's a little ray of sunshine, because I like to be a positive person. I like to have fun and laugh and goof around, and any of you who know me either through videos or in real life, I like to keep things light and funny. So journaling helps me get out all of the not light and funny. So I'm curious for you guys, what are the things that you do to make yourself feel better? Are you a runner, or go to the pub and hang out with people? Do you find solace in like watching sports, or like what is it that you do? Journaling does that for me, but I know that not everything is right for everyone. So again, sorry if I scared any of you. I did not mean to. But guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button if you like this video. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more every Mondays and Fridays. And then Tuesdays, Thursdays usually is when my pension chats will go up. And guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.